Hello and welcome again to another session of Disruption Nuggets, and I'm still speaking on the topic the post-COVID professional or the post-COVID student. Now, last session I spoke about what you need, which skill sets do you require to kind of be an effective post-COVID professional. Now, today I'm speaking about what you know. What do you know? Now, have you realized that in every level of higher education, so for example, whether at university level, of those who go on to their master's degree program, or even to a PhD, a doctorate degree, there is something everybody is mandatorily supposed to submit as a requirement to move to the next level. And what is it? It's a research product. Some form of research that has been based on a personal investigation that has increased your knowledge enough to discover something you present. Research. What you know. Now, have you realized that as companies grow, there is a very important department or unit they tend to have very quickly. And it's usually the research and development unit, R&D. You know why this is so important? Because what you know impacts on how you grow. And if you know stuff, what it does is it puts you in a place of authority that drives your confidence and connections to be able to strategize better and perform effectively. What do you know? What do I know? I'll give an example of what I know. In my space around education, I know a few things. I know, for example, like in Nigeria, every year, 1.8 million young people apply to get into universities. But the total carrying capacity of over 169 Nigerian universities is actually less than 1 million, which means every year, 800,000 and more students looking for a place of study never find a place. I know, for example, that in Africa, over 600 million people don't have access to electricity. I know, for example, that in gender, Africa loses over $100 billion from inequality in gender. And the list goes on. In your space, what do you know? In my engagements in several African countries, I've spoken to over 800 professionals in different sectors and professionals who have begun their own business, a small enterprise. I discovered that over 95% of them currently doing a small enterprise they have begun are doing an enterprise in an area they never studied at university, but more so in an area where they have an interest and a passion for. When I asked them further, how many of you have gone extra mile to investigate and study and learn more in that area, less than 20% of them said yes. How can you grow when you do not know? What do you know? This COVID era has given you an opportunity to invest your time in increasing your knowledge of specific things that impacts in your industry. If you are somebody in computing and you knew that the Rwandan government is investing heavily in computing and in information technology, might you appropriate and realign yourself to that space? Yes, you would. If you are somebody in mining and you knew that a particular government or a particular industry is being grown creatively in your space, might it increase your focus in that space? Yes, it might. Because what you know impacts on how you grow. Don't waste this era and time doing frivolous activities. Invest some time to increase what you know. Because I can assure you for nothing, part of what would make you different from the average professional in the post-COVID era is backed up by how much information driven by research that you know. I'll talk to you soon.